and welcome to a special concert edition of Matt's Mosh Pit. And no, this time I am not in my car as I normally am for these vlogs. I am literally in Baltimore, right outside of the CFG Arena for the Iron Maiden Future Past Tour. And we have First to the Barrier! So you're not going to want to miss it. Come and join me, folks. Okay folks, so as mentioned, I am at the CFG Arena in Baltimore for the Iron Maiden Future Past Tour. It's gonna be amazing, but the most important thing about this whole day is I have First to the Barrier passes. And this is something that's specific to the Iron Maiden fan club. It's something that I've kind of dreamt about, quite frankly, and it is a system to where you put your name into a hat, for lack of better terms, and you get picked. And so it's not a guaranteed thing when you get a fan club membership, but it's definitely something you can try out for. All you have to have is a general admission ticket and this pass or fan club membership to be able to enter. All the stars and the moons aligned, and I was selected. So I am going to be one of 60 people with the First to the Barrier pass. Next time you see me, I'm going to actually be in line. So it's a little after noon, and so we first showed up. There's definitely people here in line, and you get a number. And I am number 22, Acacia Avenue, folks.
Amazing, amazing.
You know the deal. But anyway, just found out, so I'm 22 in line. So when the time comes to load into the arena, we're all gonna go in by order. But until then, we're probably gonna get something to eat and chill with the line. The best part of this whole 22 number means I get to leave the line whenever I want, which is fantastic from going to the bathroom perspective to eating. And so we decided to take a lunch break and head over to the Pratt Street Ale House in Baltimore. And I wish I got video of the food that I had. I had a great chicken sandwich, fantastic. So if you're ever in Baltimore, definitely check out the Pratt Street Ale House. But back to the line, folks. While I'm in line, I figured I might as well meet some folks. And so this is Kevin over here. And Kevin is the one that's actually been helping out with the whole line function here, which is just fantastic. It's a super cool job to be able to help people make sure they get their numbers. And once again, he gave me the coolest number ever, 22 Acacia Avenue. And what number do you have?
I'm the new number 2.
Who are you? The new number 2.
The new number 2. Come on.
Number 6 did not want. You are number 6.
I am not a number. I am a free man.
Exactly. How perfect is that? So Kevin, so how many shows have you been to?
Let's see. This will be 10 on this. This is 81.
81 total shows?
81.
That is insane. When did you start? Like, what was the first show?
January of 85.
January of 85. Wow.
I've done 10 shows on this leg, and I did 5 last year. So I'm trying to catch up from when I was younger and poorer.
What's the furthest you've traveled for a show?
Furthest is probably Trieste and Italy.
Wow, that is awesome. My wife yells at me for showing up to a place where we live. She's like, "You're literally going to spend all day in line for this?" But
my wife went to the show, and my daughter both went to the show in Trieste. Next year we'll go and do Madrid and Lisbon as well. So you turn it into a vacation.
I got to figure that out. Thank you for helping me out with
Absolutely.
that. But so you've been to 10 shows on this one. What is your favorite part of the show?
Well, sometimes it's depending on how it is. Meeting folks out front. I mean, you get sent out here for a couple hours every day. That's a great part. But I mean, when you're queued up there and you're ready to go, and Doctor comes on, everything everything you went through, all that waiting, all that time, boom, all goes away, and it's time to roll.
And I got to ask too, this is the first time I'm ever at the Barrier. Where is the best spot to be? Like, is it the Yannick side? Is it the Dave?
Depends what you like. I've done them all. I mean, tonight I don't know what I'm going to do. I have pretty much all the options open to me. But my buddy's going. We've been doing Maiden shows together for 34 years. So whatever he wants to do, it's his local show.
Okay.
Wherever he wants to go, that's where we'll end up. It depends what you like.
Okay. I've heard rumor that like the middle is not the best because people try to like crowd surf. But does that even happen? Really?
It happens. I mean, it depends on the show. Like the last show in Newark was pretty rough. A wheelchair came up with the barrier.
Wow.
Which is unusual. I've seen it once before, but that's pretty rare. The middle tends to be a little more crushing, I would say, but then people will spread to the sides.
Okay, so maybe the side for a newbie?
It depends. I mean, it depends how comfortable you are with that or not comfortable you are with it. But I think, I don't think the show will probably be that way. I think it'll be a little more calm. The show in Newark was probably the roughest show of the other 9 that I've done on this. There's been very little push or crush at all. That one was pretty much constant crush the whole show. So you never know. Every venue's different, every crowd's different.
And that's awesome. And last question, just because I'm actually new to the Maiden game, only a couple years, believe it or not. So I learned them recently, for lack of better terms. And they are like the kings of merchandise and memorabilia. What is your most prized piece of memorabilia?
I don't know if I have a specific one. I mean, probably some of these older shirts that are still originals. This one's got not many more wears left in it, but there you go. That's, for me, that's what I collected those when I was younger. And still somehow managed to fit in them, which is pretty amazing from my perspective. There are some which that is no longer the case, but I don't know. I'm not really a big collector of memorabilia. Whatever comes my way, comes my way.
It just happens.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Kevin.
You're welcome.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
I'll see you later.
All right. Cheers.
So this is the coolest thing ever. I probably haven't mentioned this much, but one of my favorite channels on YouTube is the Captain Harris channel, where basically Captain Harris goes to every Iron Maiden show, it seems like, gets the first of the barrier, and she is not here today from what I understand.
So not every show.
Not every show, exactly. So once again, I'm a huge fan. So of course I see the people that I see in her videos, and I see Chris and Mike, and they're in the videos, so I have to say hi. So, hey, Chris and Mike.
Hello. How's it going?
So, I'm going to be geeking out here, folks, because, like I said, I've watched pretty much every one of her videos, and you guys have been in quite a few of them. And so you specifically on this tour, I know, have been around quite a bit with them. But anyway, how many shows have you guys been to total? Iron Maiden shows? Because you've been on this tour for quite a bit.
So this show is actually number 99 for me.
99?
Yeah, tomorrow is 100, yeah.
And tomorrow's where?
Tomorrow is in Charlotte. Yeah, Charlotte.
Big celebration in Charlotte, what up? And
at the end of the tour, or at the end of San Antonio, which is my last show of the tour, I'll be at 73. So what does that make this 70 right now?
70 or 69.
Is this?
Okay, we're just going to assume it's 69, folks.
Sounds better.
Sounds way better.
Okay, so you guys do the first of the barrier quite a bit, right? So when you guys don't live here, as far as I can tell. So when you guys just take a gamble on getting like the GA tickets and you put yourself in, what happens when you don't get first of the barrier? Is that is there a trick that you guys have? Like, do you go to the soundboard, or is there another place you'd like to go to?
Yeah, I mean, there's no denying that first to the barrier is harder to win now than it's ever been. The fan club's getting more popular, more people are entering. In the past, cities that were guaranteed first to the barrier victory, now only half of us are winning. It seems that way, at least, which is not a bad thing. It means that I think as Iron Maiden gets older, they're getting more popular, which is a crazy concept because usually bands are fizzling out at this point, and Maiden's just getting stronger, and more people are desiring to go. So, that being said, not winning first in the barrier as much as we used to, and with that, sometimes you have to have different solutions. I know soundboard is a lot of people's preference. You get to see the whole production. The sound is at its best back there, and it's a little bit more chill than being 10 rows deep in GA, getting just pummeled left and right, because the thing that's nice about the barrier is that you have some breathing room in front of you, and you're not getting, sucking down farts for the entire show.
I was going to say, there actually are people who win first to the barrier who go straight to the soundboard instead of going. Really? Yeah, instead of going to the barrier. I know 5 or 6 of them who their preferred spot is the soundboard because you can see the whole production, you can hear the full sound. You can hear the full sound because depending on the spot you go in the barrier, you hear different things. Like on one side, you'll hear mostly Yannick or Steve. On the other side, you'll hear Dick and Adrian. You'll hear Bruce more. It depends on the spot you hit. But at the soundboard, you hear the full mix. So, and you see the full production, which it's an awesome production.
Yeah.
So it's super cool.
So and that leads me up to outside of like, when you get to the barrier. Do you have a specific place that you like want to hit, or is it like the Yannick side better? Is there
totally preference? I mean, if I have the luxury of knowing that I have a few barriers secured for the subsequent shows, I tend to want to see the show from different perspectives. So I'll go like in front of Adrian one show, in front of Steve the next show, and then maybe the third one I'll go dead center. It's great to get it from those different spots. And you'll talk to some people out there. It's like, I want this spot right here. Every show. But for me, I like a variety, and then sometimes if you're back in the line, it's just whatever's available really when you get in there. Sometimes you don't have a choice.
Yeah. Do they actually, since you guys do this a lot, do they recognize you? Like, have you gotten anything from the band members where they go?
So, I will say they do recognize faces at the front because we were in Nashville a couple of years ago, and there was a fan club event that a lot of people went to. I know Nico ended up showing up to it, Adrian showed up for a couple minutes, and Steve showed up to it. And we were in a group of people who ended up talking to Steve, and he did mention that they do recognize faces, and they get used to certain people and stuff like that. Obviously, it's the people who do a lot of shows, but they do recognize faces, and they are looking at people the whole show. So,
I'm a big fan of memorabilia collecting, which is why Maiden fits my complete wheelhouse, because they have way too much merch and things to, and I feel like I have to collect the smallest little crazy things that mean nothing to anybody else. So with that being said, and you guys have been fans for a long time, what is your best piece of memorabilia that you have?
I don't know, honestly. Do you have something?
I'm trying to think. I don't know. I feel like, and there's no disrespect to people who do collect memorabilia and merch, but I feel like,
call me a nerd right here.
I feel like I feel like I collect shows.
Yeah,
I collect cities. I collect I want to see how many cool cities I can see Maiden in, and that's where I put my focus. I'm really not a huge Maiden collector. Yes, I have every album on vinyl, CD, cassette, whatever. I could get nerdy about that kind of stuff, but in terms of autographed things or
catching a
stuff that's I mean, you get that every now and then, but that's not, for me, that's not the focus. It's nice if you get one tossed to you, but I know some people here maybe put a little bit more focus on that than they should. And for me, if I get a great show, I don't really need anything to take home other than the memories of being on the barrier and having a great time.
Because I can say right now, if I were to catch a Steve Harris wristband, I'd probably have a heart attack and die. Yeah. It'd be a great show. I'd be dead, but it'd be cool.
I'd love to get a Steve Harris pick.
Those are rare.
Yeah, really rare. Yeah.
I've never seen one of those.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I don't want to keep you guys too much. It's been an honor to meet you guys because, once again, I see you on the channel all the time. And for my folks here, if you haven't seen the Captain Harris video, the channel on YouTube, absolutely go check it out. You have to check it out if you're a Maiden fan. If you're a Maiden fan, you've probably already seen it and you know who these guys are. So anyway, with that being said, I will see you next time in line.
A little later on in the afternoon, they opened up a whole merch section outside. So those who were in the line could go right over and pick up whatever merch they wanted. And the merch was plentiful. Pretty much anything you could possibly want. They even had flags and posters and lanyards, all that good stuff. The best part about it was there was no lines whatsoever.
They just let us into the CFG arena, and we are all wristband up, ready to go. Now we're just waiting for them to let us into the venue so we can get to the stage.
Walking to the barrier was pretty nerve-wracking. We were told specifically that if we ran, we would be ejected. So it was almost like Squid Games. So it was how fast can we get to the barrier without getting ejected? It was pretty crazy, but awesome. This was the calm before the storm. We had about a half hour before they let regular GA in, so you could go to the bathroom, do whatever you needed to do. At about 6:30, the doors opened and they flooded the arena with people who were all ready to rock out with Maiden. The opening act was a band from Mongolia called The Who. I know I've covered them a few times on this channel and I've loved everything that I've heard from them, so I was really excited to see them live, and they did not disappoint. So here's a little taste of The Who. Now it's time for the one and only Iron Maiden, but before they come out, we definitely need to get a doctor in the house.
Doctor, please, don't you know about it on the website? Did you all talk to each other? Did your mama tell you we were here? Or did you just read the fucking writing on the wall? Woo! too fucking posh. Hey! Put your fucking arms in there! Yeah, I thought so. Listen, welcome. Welcome. It's been too long since we played Baltimore, I tell you, alright? Too long. In fact, it's such a long time, you almost need a DeLorean to go back in time. You know, and do a bit of time traveling to go back there, back to the future and all the rest of it, you know? Trouble was, it was a shit car. Oh, it really sucked. What kind of a fucking car runs on plutonium, alright? Because all the rest of the time, it was like, in the movie, you know, they try to start the car. It never fucking started, alright? Always run out of plutonium. You can't pick that up at the 7-Eleven, you know? Has anybody got a DeLorean? Does anybody own one? Oh, no, you don't. Oh, fuck off. Really? You actually own a DeLorean in the back? You do? Honestly, the DeLorean. The car, not the toaster. Really? Yeah. Well, fair play to you, mate. Have you seen it recently? it'll be off somewhere. It'll be in the fucking Roman Empire or somewhere like that. You know, doing something weird. We don't have that problem with Iron Maiden. You see, we are the last album, Senjutsu. We designed our very own. Essential, really, to know that. But you have a DeLorean. I can't believe you have a DeLorean. How many gigawatts of power does it take to get down the shots? 1.2 Whoa! Fuck me, Jeopardy or what? Anyway, we did a song. You don't need any of that shit, man. You leave your DeLorean in the garage because you just listen to the time machine. We'll take you back. Down the front here who've seen this show God knows how many times, all right? Yeah. As for the rest of you, it might be a surprise. But then again, no. But then again, maybe. Anybody Irish in the audience? Well, you can't all be actually Irish, you are actually Americans, aren't you? But at some point, you all had a little bit of Irish in you, didn't you, somewhere? I know it. Yannick goes searching out the Irish pubs everywhere. We've got a little hotel we stayed at today, we're full of fucking Irish pubs, right? Which is a great and wonderful thing, and it means that civilization is alive and well and living in Guinness, all right? But on a slightly more serious subject, the Irish come from their descendants a long time ago, a few thousand years ago, were the Celts, the Celtic races, and they were, the Scots were Celts, some of them, and the Welsh, and some people in France, they're all Celts. You're a little Celt? Everyone loves a little Celt. Hey. But I'm not wearing one, by the way, but anyway, never mind, terrible joke. But the Celts were not totally popular with people like the Roman Empire. In fact, nobody was popular with the Roman Empire apart from the fucking Roman Empire. So they tried to make everybody do what they wanted. They tried, anybody that didn't do that, they tried to exterminate them, wipe out the culture. Well, that sounds like we've been here before, you know. 1945 and the Nazis and the Jews, they tried to do it. It's been going on through fucking history. The good news is, it doesn't work. And the reason it doesn't work, if you've got history, you've got culture, you've got language, you've got stories, and you've got loyalty, and you've got family, my friends, you can't wipe that out, whether it's Ukraine, or Jews, or Celts, or whatever it is. But this particular song is about the Celts. The song's called The Death of the Celts, and it's the story of how it never happened. Coming to take the life from us all. hungry man walks alone, walking a dark road, like a strolling through the park. When the light begins to fade, sometimes feel a little strange, a little anxious when it's dark. Fear of the dark, fear of the dark. I have a constant fear that something always fear of the dark. Baltimore! I have a phobia. Someone's always there.
my God, that was insane! First to the barrier. The whole show was much better. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen this show on YouTube, all that kind of good stuff. It is way better live. Live, everything just sounded so much better. Absolutely, get into the fan club. Absolutely, get first to the barrier when they come to your town, and you might even catch a Dave Murray wristband. So, anyway, it's just been an amazing night. Everything was just fantastic.
I need to interrupt myself for a second to say thank you so much to the Iron Maiden fan club for making this boy's dream come true. And also I'd like to give a shout out to my old friends and new friends who made this experience so special. So thank you very much to all of you.
So anyway, with that being said, thank you very much for watching. If you've watched this far, definitely, if you like this, please hit the like button. If you didn't like it, hit the like button anyway. More importantly, please hit subscribe. Subscribing is everything, just as much as the comments. I love the comments though, more importantly. I know I keep saying everything's everything, but hell, we just saw Iron Maiden. I got a Dave Murray wristband, so I'm gonna be messing it up big time. But anyway, hit like, subscribe, leave comments, all that good stuff, and I will see you next time.